it's universally agreed upon. You know, there's an old show that used to come out, Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader, or whatever grade it is. Let me ask you a question and see if you guys are, as it relates to business. It's universally known that Elon Musk is a genius, correct? Can you tell me one thing he's done to prove that he's a genius? One thing. One thing. Geniuses, specifically in business, have done things no one else has done. The electric car has been around since I was a baby. But before I was born, the idea of a batteried car was around and actually proposed. And if you guys have ever driven a Tesla, it's the simplest vehicle I've ever been in. It's just a charge on a battery, and there's nothing exotic about it. Okay? Marketing, what did he do? I'm trying to figure it out. Jeff Bezos, a genius, right? What kind of genius do you have to be to come up with an idea to sell books? That was the only idea. So how did so much investment come from everything else to be able to logistically move all this other stuff around? Let me stop playing with y'all. Someone asked a businessman in Asia, we don't want the government involved in what we're doing. Okay? He starts to laugh. He says, let me remove a concept that us Americanized Asians have accepted from America about communism. America's involved in every major investment that has taken off in the United States. You say, Mr. Reed, prove it. Okay. We were involved in Microsoft. We were involved in Tesla. We were involved in Apple. Shit. We were the investment that America, not we, were the investment, or the government was the investment that started Silicon Valley. And what I mean by that, Elon Musk got his first investment from the United States. Now, again, thousands of people have gone, I know this personally, have gone before the government to try to get money for battery-operated cars. You know, you say electrical, but it's really battery. There's a difference. You use electrical to power the battery, but there's a difference. Like your toaster doesn't have a battery. So there's a difference. Elon Musk is not a genius. Elon Musk is chosen. Now you got to ask yourself, who is he chosen by? I mitigate these stories for one reason and one reason only. To show you guys nobody is Superman. And to stop you from trying to achieve something you'll never achieve. And start working on something that you can. You can be a multimillionaire, you can probably be a billionaire. But when you become as wealthy as these people have, governments are involved in your funding. They're not only involved, they're strategically directing your funding. Y'all don't think it's crazy that since you've been born, all you've ever heard was Boeing, Lockheed? Why these people don't have any competitors? Northrop? Are they just that good? Seems like Boeing keeps making up fucked up planes, and this ain't the first one. They've been making fucked up planes for almost 100 years. It's all a game. And some of you, specifically the rednecks and the new minorities, you accept it because it benefits what you want to think. Bezos just is a hard worker. Okay. Now, not denying Bezos wasn't smart. Not denying Elon wasn't smart. Not denying Buffett wasn't smart. Not denying... Do you guys know Buffett was supposed to be in prison? Look it up. This was their justification for not putting Buffett in prison. The investment that he took over was so sophisticated, and the bullshit he put together was so sophisticated, they couldn't. They had to keep him in place. And this was before Berkshire Hathaway. People aren't fucking geniuses. Y'all need to stop fucking saying that. There are no geniuses. There are people that are brilliant, that are brilliantly perceptive, and then people take them and use them as tools for their own negotiating strategies and directives. Evaluate your life from a realistic perspective based on the capacity you know you can perform. You can do a lot more with God, and you can do it righteously with integrity and character. And learn to do it overtly and covertly. Don't let anybody know what you're doing. It's amazing. I've been away with, I'm lying. I started around 30 not telling people what I'm doing. I do 3 things. I don't tell you what I'm doing if you're a regular person. If you're an asshole, I lie to you. And if you're real, I feed you slowly. Let me say this before I get off this. All these emails I got, I've probably gotten 4 or 5 of the non-disclosures back. If you don't if the non-disclosures aren't sent back to me, you're not going to be allowed on the phone call when we're talking about the REIT. I'm just telling you. For 2 reasons. If you understand Mr. Reed, Mr. Reed is all about paperwork. You got to have something to show the lawyers the bank. And if your name on that list, you just fucking talking. And Mr. Reed does not just talk. He talks to move forward. So the non-disclosure is the first step that mitigates a lot of motherfuckers.